Now to Portland's homeless crisis and a group of teenagers banding together to fix up our local camps. They're actually coming from all over the country to do it. So what do they think of our city's housing struggles? KGW's Maggie Vespa joins us now. Maggie, they were pretty blunt with their answers.
Yeah, Joe, they were. From what we could tell, those kids really had two takeaways. Number one, when it comes to our housing crisis in and of itself, they say it's stunning how big it is, how prevalent it is. Number two, when it comes to our organized homeless camps, well, they say they've never seen anything like those. Scraping and sweating in the middle of Portland's Dignity Village. For these kids, this is a vacation they were excited to take.
I don't even know how to start. It's one of the best experiences you could ever have.
You see, this is an annual trip of sorts organized by Portland's Agape Church of Christ. The difference? Every year, dozens of kids, these from Federal Way, Washington, come to Portland to do all types of volunteer work. This year, they've narrowed it down to sprucing up our homeless camps. Camps these kids had never seen before. They left an impression.
The city has really embraced their population, the homeless population, and hasn't said, you guys can't be here, but here's an area where you guys can make your own and stay safe.
So with Justin Bieber on the boombox and paint chips falling around their Nikes.
You think so?
They worked, scraping old paint off the camp's community center. Over the next couple of weeks, dozens more will come from as far as Missouri or Oklahoma. Church leaders say the difference they make is stunning.
We've had actually adult groups come in and none of them will come help in any of these projects. So the youth groups do very well, and it's a good way to start young people early to see that this is an issue that we want to address, but it takes people working together. Working together, like people living in this camp. With its tiny houses and work schedules, it's the kind of place being hailed by some as a possible solution to our housing crisis. Today, residents say it's a chance for outsiders to see that people here aren't any different than most.
There are people that will say that it's almost a scared straight kind of thing, and that's not the case. This is community service to help out the less fortunate. There should be a factor where you look at it and say, wow, it can happen to anybody, including myself.
Now, those kids do come in shifts, as we mentioned, so next week the church here in Portland will host as many as 50 at once, and they will do similar work in other Portland homeless camps, including Hazelnut Grove and the Kenton Women's Village. Back to you.
Maggie, thanks. Be sure to follow Maggie on Twitter for breaking news on Portland's homeless crisis. And to read up on all of our coverage so far, you can head to kgw.com/local.